Alright, here we have another demo. This time, no parades for Dead Spies. The follow-up, not necessarily in world or anything, but the follow-up game from Zom, who made the incomparable Disco Elysium. Now, there was a lot of turnover there, there was a lot of drama. Let's see if the game is any good. Custom character not available in demo, that's fine. What kind of spy are you? Kinetic, charismatic, or analytical? Let's go with charismatic. Love some charisma. Which makes us a baseline biped, neighborhood darling, but a cognitive lightweight. Okay, raise an action skill to train your body and its impulses. Got coordination, doppelgang, instincts, sensors, shadow play. Okay, and we got the descriptions as well. Interesting. It seems like I cannot... Oh, I guess we get one in each. Okay, coordination. Different parts of your body acting in concert. Doppelgang. When you must do more than a single you could, summon your inner strength. Weird. Instincts. Uncontrolled aspects of your physicality. Unleash raw impulse. Can't read. Sensors. Your perception of the phenomenal world. Shadow play. Any action you'd rather do covert. Let's sense. Okay. A relation skill. Blueprints. Understand the city and how people use it. Decipher the surroundings around you. Cold read. Read the room and act before anyone else. See body intelligence. Stay on target. Keep calm under pressure for nerve. Hide your feelings from the world. Professionalism. Understand what motivates people, including yourself. Statehood. Social force embodied in presence and coercion. Command and intimidate others. Let's go with cold read. Faculty of intellect. Entanglement. Spooky actions across this plane and beyond. Gain insight from elsewhere. Gray matter. Deductive reasoning. Poetics. To see and express what others can't. Creative engine right there. Records. Understand the past. And Technoflex. Make systems and machines bend to your will. Let's go with entanglement. Alright. Let's see this demo. Begin. Oh, I gotta hold it. The beginning of the war will be secret.
I once saw a spy.
Ooh, excellent voice acting again.
She was brilliant, erratic, cursed, an anti-personnel mind in human form. Her friends called her Herschel, but for her controllers, she was Cascade.
Your name and your cryptonym. A dead limb twitches.
Alright, we already have things chiming in. Was she good at her job, at least?
She made the cardinal error of her kind. She mistook her assets for friends. In the end, the contradictions caught up with her.
What became of this Cascade?
Portofino 91, the whole sick crew, a disaster untold, the black page in the official records.
Oh good, we got anxiety raising.
The memory hums, an exposed wire.
No sense rehashing my past.
None at all. Yet here we are, standing over the smashed and leaking world.
The world. How did it get that way?
Some fool dropped it. One of ours, probably.
What about Cascade? What happened after 91?
She was recalled. They put her in the freezer. Forever, most thought.
More anxiety. All right. It was nice in there. Chill.
5 years passed. A little more of the world leaked out of itself. Cascade's controllers ordered her back to Portofino.
What changed? Why? No. They couldn't keep me down. I was too cool to keep off the spy scene.
It wasn't the scene. It was me.
All right. Anxiety keeps going up. That's not great.
There's a new assignment, Cascade. I was supposed to give you the brief.
Who did you say you were?
No one special. Just an arm-like sack of cytoplasm, a special move unique to single-cell organisms.
What?
But before that, I was like you, a spy for the People's Republics. One of the varieties of mankind.
Okay. I'm here. Where are you?
Right here. In an armchair in a safe house above a 24-hour photo shop. In the city-state of Portofino. This is a dangerous place, Cascade. I should never have come.
Anxiety just going up through the roof. All right. I like how just giving me anxiety +2 makes my anxiety go up. Okay. Why? What happened to you?
I got caught with my pants down. On the plus side, I no longer have to worry about independent thought or movement.
That doesn't sound good.
This was the human game, and he played it poorly. Time to give up his seat.
Okay, hold on. How are we talking right now?
We're not. This is all you. Conversing with your own mental projections, reconciling the dissonance inherent to your role, like you were trained to do.
What's your perspective, Pseudopod?
Life is beautiful, cruel, full of hidden cues that I missed. Maybe next time.
Sorry, we never got to know each other.
Don't blame yourself, operant. Whatever happens has already happened.
All right. Okay, this is very disco. Okay, so we can look around. Trying to remember. Okay, so that's running. Dishes recently washed. Something is rooting through the bin in the alley below. The toilet seat is up, and we have different skills telling us this, so this is streamlined from what it used to be. Nearly identical shirts and trousers, ironed and folded. He was like this when you came in.
Splayed on the chair before you is a man, approximately mid-30s. His chest rises and falls in steady rhythm as he stares beyond you, unblinking. Alive, yet not alive.
Every spy for the operant bureau is assigned their partner, their double. This man was meant to be yours.
A pair of headphones have slipped partway off his head, connected to a stereo system beside him.
Hello,
No
Pseudopod?
response. His eyes are still fixed glassily on the ceiling.
And anxiety +3.
The pupils quiver like a failing heartbeat.
We're gonna look at the ceiling.
Cream paint, peeling slightly. A small room in a city past its prime. Nothing to suggest why the man is so interested in it.
Okay, let's touch his arm.
You get no response. No flinch. No twitch.
That's not exactly what it said. That's interesting. You know, game's not ready yet. The film is monochrome and silent. The only soundtrack is the low hum of the projector as the celluloid rushes from its spool. Oh, we're being all poetic like.
As you stare down at him, the man begins to draw.
Study his clothes.
Stiff collared shirt, a snug brown jacket, and nothing below the waist but a pair of red briefs.
He did say he was caught with his pants down. White spindles of leg hit your vision like a pair of flashbangs. Mayday. Visual lost. Visual lost. Maybe this is how a man reclines these days.
And to think, your superiors expected you both to share this enclosed space with tendencies like this.
I wonder if they have to update this text. As your eyes reach his feet, you notice that the man is also wearing 3 layers of socks, each slightly shorter than the one beneath it. For some reason, this detail strikes you as very sad. Some kind of bizarre personal ritual, no doubt. A failed attempt to ward against ruin. Let's look in his eyes. The green of long corroded copper. There's a charged, empty space behind them, like a room that someone has left for the last time. As for the face around the eyes, his jaw hangs slack, his glasses askew. The lopsided headphones accentuate a large bald spot atop his crown. We're going to rub the bald spot for luck.
Highly pleasing rubbability.
Nice. We got a status effect. This is our dossier. Feeling lucky gives us +1 nerve and +1 entanglement. Nice. Having +1 nerve has boosted our ability to cold read, I guess. Let's check the area around him.
There is no smell of alcohol, nor any open containers. Like a cosmonaut's safety tether.
All right. Check his vitals.
Your fingers detect a low, steady hum where jaw meets neck. Elevated, but not critical. What that means about his deeper condition, you cannot say. When in theatre, an operant must always prepare to be assassinated. Of course, it is better not to be killed.
He's not dead yet.
Then the body is disobedient and must be brought to order. The man's eyes glisten. Bright red veins blossom around their edges.
Now we're anxious. Maybe this is temporary. A chrysalis stage.
If so, he will have to become something else entirely. You both exist now, in different futures. However he ended up like this, the result is the same. Operant down.
As long as he lies here, dead dreaming in a strange city, you are the final friend he has. Search him for
Clipped
clues.
to the inside flap of his jacket, you find a laminated badge, emblazoned with the crest of the Import-Export Bureau of the People's Republic of Kohila. The name reads Esteman T. Below that, a title, Imports Lead.
Hosiery. Import-export lead hosiery. Okay.
Sock merchant, one of the opera's most battle-tested covers.
Oh, hold up. Lead?
That's what the badge says. This is only a cover, but such phantoms often mimic the operant bureau's actual hierarchies.
Again, they need to sync up the words and the script here.
And look how well
I like
that
both of
worked
them.
out for him. You remain ungovernable.
I detect institutional misogyny at work. Unfortunately, the Operant Bureau's Human Relation Department is nothing but a front for irregular interrogation directorate. Okay. Explains the 3 pairs of socks. All right. Anything else in his pockets? There's a slip of paper, a business card, a rock-hard piece of candy. Look at the slip of paper. It's a purchase order for 10 socks made out to that place. It's not one that we've some kind of marketplace, but not one we've been to. Just 10 pairs? 5 pairs, 10 socks. Look out, gang. They've sent in the big money business boy. Your decommissioned double has been making contacts using his cover. What it says about the reason you're here, less remains clear. This is not a real order. It is obviously a sympathy order. He made an impression on this Carmana. We're going to hold on to it. Okay. The pseudopod's obligations are now yours. You owe this woman 5 pairs of socks. Look at the business card. Cheap and scuffed. It reads, all you need is miracle, above a cartoonish image of disembodied lips at a phone receiver.
Notably absent is an actual phone number.
Turn the card over. On the other side, there's an indecipherable scribble. Whatever is written seems to begin with a D.
Into your pocket it goes.
Yum. Candy. A wrapped up rectangle of compressed sugar. It's not so hard that your fingers cannot make an impression, no matter how much you strain. It's so hard your fingers cannot make an impression, no matter how much you strain. Cola flavor, if you had to guess. It looks old school. Heavy duty. I didn't know they still made these. Eat it. My delirium has been raised. Takes 5 jaw tenses before you manage to shatter it. Sugary daggers jab inside of your mouth. Your tongue is a glass-dusted carpet. Your inner cheek bloodied ribbons. The flavor is nothing like cola. Deeply unpleasant. Yum, just like I remember. Keep chewing it. After a few more attempts to chew, it takes all the will you possess to swallow the jagged clot. The aftertaste continues in your mouth. Enough rifling. The assignment brief, man. You have to have it.
Not even a flicker of a response. The people's spy cannot be caught shirking. Time to escalate.
Okay, so we can't exert because... Okay, so exerting would actually cost us anxiety. That's interesting. But we can't anyway because we're past that level of anxiety. And it would not be a likely roll. Wait a second. No, it would be a likely roll. All right, I'll do what I can for you. Okay. Mid-range stereo system.
Following the cord from the unconscious man's headphones, you come to a mid-sized home stereo resting on a sideboard.
Check the
Through the
disc.
translucent view panel, you see a single red disc loaded in place. On the face of the disc are the words, Ultravioletta, you but from a dream, handwritten on thin strips of tape. You don't recognize the artist.
What have we here?
The disc is loaded, ready to tell you.
Unplug the headphones and press play.
The chunky button makes a satisfying little thunk as you push it in. The plastic latch clicks into place, and the discus begins to turn. You know because the spindle is rotating, though the speakers don't produce any sound at all. The kitchen light hums and splinters momentarily.
Turn up the volume.
No sound, save the thin layer of static that lines the inner cables. Amateur wire work.
Is this thing broken?
It doesn't appear to be. The disc is spinning the way it's meant to. An artifact of no substance onto which nothing of substance has been recorded.
Keep listening.
Or do you? You can't
Delirium is
tell.
raised. One more listen.
The silence is being overtaken by a different silence, like the slow darkening of night across the wall of an empty room.
Listen a little bit more.
This new silence seeps into every corner of your body, loosening fixtures, rattling drawers, seeing what will come with it.
Listen a little bit more.
There is still no sound, but in your mind an image forms of a blasted heath, a smouldering circle at its centre. Figures in tattered robes stagger and sway on the horizon.
What is this? Hold on, what's going on here?
Nothing. You're simply playing a disc on a common home stereo system. The sort of thing millions of people across the world do every day.
I probably shouldn't be doing this.
No, you probably shouldn't.
I'm gonna press
The
stop.
static quiets as you reset the volume. A great relief shivers through you, though nothing has seemingly happened.
I'm gonna press
A
eject and take that
brief
disc.
internal hum. Then the disc slides halfway out of the machine and waits there, like it's trying to hide from you. You remove the red disc and place it into your pocket.
Okay, enough of that. That was interesting. The phone's ringing.
You pick up the phone.
We're delirious
The
and
handset
anxious.
vibrates in your palm.
Hello?
Before you even finish speaking the word, the device connected to your phone base splits it into 256,000 encrypted fragments. Half a world away, a familiar voice splits into a corresponding number of fragments before coalescing again by your ear.
Please tell me you have good news.
The voice of authority, otherwise known as your controller. It's your double she's expecting. Let's not disappoint her.
I don't have news. I have a problem.
Operant Cascade, you made it. Your voice hasn't changed.
Her voice is just as you remember.
We'll get to your problem in a moment. Put Pseudopod on the line.
You glance over at the man in the chair. A snail's trail of dried saliva glints on the side of his chin. You feel your mind starting to spin up. 5,000 revolutions per minute. It takes all your concentration to keep the receiver steady against your ear.
Something's very wrong with him. He's breathing, but non-responsive. More than that, I can't say.
For a moment, no one says anything. There's no sound at all, save for the blood in your ear and the electrostatic hum of the ultra-long distance connection.
Has he been zeroed out?
Meaning eliminated, killed, rendered inoperant. Heavy words. Words that set machinery in motion.
There was a blank disc in the music
Very
player.
odd. Why would he be listening to a blank disc?
There was something very mysterious about it, not entirely human.
Probably a manufacturing defect. I don't see how a disc could have anything to do with Pseudopod's condition.
I found a card for a phone line on his pocket, but there's no number
That
on it.
doesn't tell us much. What else?
There's a purchase order for a bunch of socks,
So what? Your cover was meant to be sock importers.
but it was only for 10 socks. Isn't that weird?
Excuse me, why the fuck are we talking about socks?
I'm saying these were a pity purchase.
Pity purchase. I'll ask one more time. Is your double zero?
You must speak the word. Once you say it, there's no going back.
He might still be in there somewhere.
Cascade. Is your double zeroed out or not?
I don't know.
Yes, you do. Is he zeroed out, Operant?
Yes.
Right. I wonder which it is. Have our enemies blown us up already? Or is this just another day at the basement massage parlor of spy services? Fucking hell.
She's wondering how long till she can have a drink. Treacly liqueur from a can. It's been several hours since her last.
The opera's going to hang me by the
Oh,
toes.
I've reached
Where
the
do you
anxiety
expect
limit.
the satellite facility be?
Soothe yourself by choosing a skill to lower? Oh no. Oh no. Let's lower nerve. Oh, and it blacks out from the left. That's so interesting. And now my anxiety is so I can never get it back up as high. That's interesting, but it totally cleared my anxiety. There's almost something stress mechanic from Blades in the Dark to that. that means that those three things are mechanics or are resources for pushing ourselves, but also there's a cost and a punishment for taking too much of it. That's very interesting.
AKA the freezer, where the old, useless, and discredited are consigned until they're dismissed or die of despair. The freezer. Shiver. Resist.
Forget that. Spy more. Spy harder.
Spy how? You haven't even got the assignment.
Gang taking heavy incoming fire here. Not sure how long we can hold out.
Assignment. Yes. Let's hear it, Controller.
Listen to me. This assignment is over. Effective immediately.
Over. Immediately. The words ricochet inside your skull.
The woman in the photo shop downstairs, Constance. She's one of ours. Let her deal with Pseudopod.
Middle-aged woman, dark hair behind the counter. You exchanged a few words when she gave you the key.
Cool. She can sub in. The assignment. Let's go.
As for you, we need to get you on the next aerotram out of the city.
That numberless phone line may be worth investigating. They won't be expecting you back in the People's Republics for several days. Plenty of time for some self-directed espionage.
Mel, come on. Don't do this to me.
Cut the Mel stuff. We're talking about work now.
We can't exert anyway. You don't really expect me to leave my double like
Let
this,
the
do you?
photo lady deal with him. Your concern is getting out of...
Negative. The People's spies are infallible and incorruptible. Reject reactionary pessimism.
What if I refuse?
That's a directive, Operant. This assignment is over. Get on the next tram.
The tram. Sure. On my way.
If what you're saying is true, enemies abound. Don't get yourself zeroed out.
Task added. Assign the unassigned assignment.
A click.
Alright, so now we understand the stakes. We have an assignment, and we can't do it. A familiar flash of red catches your eye.
This small table has been turned into a makeshift desk. A startlingly red folder stands out against the clutter. In the Operant Bureau's elaborate filing system, red is reserved for personnel files.
Examine the folder.
A small label in the top left corner is printed with one word. Your cryptonym, Cascade. It screams danger, not for human consumption. Your hand hesitates.
Open it.
The folder opens with a whoosh. Before you, in neat monospace type, your life is condensed to its barest elements. Name, Wilk Herschel, cryptonym Cascade. Born Landau, former Republic of Mercia. Dependents, none. Pay class D2. Years of service, 14.
Childhood, the bourgeois. History of student radicalism led to persecution by monotheist reactionaries. Fled to People's Republic of Kolyha. Embraced post-historical materialism. In short, born capitalist, reborn communist. Medical record: gunshot, chest, retained bullet, 10 millimeters, pre-service. The bullet nuzzles your aorta, your heartbeat flutters. History of dissociative episodes and reckless action. Sexuality, homosexual tendencies, unconfirmed. A vicious rumor started by my extremely horny detractors. Suicide risk, minimal, ideation only. Our moral statisticians have repeatedly instructed, suicide is merely a coward's way to spit one last time upon the party. Moving on. End of list. According to the file, that's all there is about you. Anything else in here?
There's another page behind this one. It's labelled Service History. A tingle in your fingers. Your head grows lighter as you approach the crash site.
All right, let's read our history. Operant was zeroed out, but I'm feeling lucky. I recognize myself, and I don't want to go back to the freezer. Success.
In just a few words, the worst failure of your life is reduced to bureaucratic shorthand. Previous assignment, Portofino 88 to 91. Network, whole sick crew. Operants, Cascade. Redacted. Assets, redacted, 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 redacted.
All right, let's run our fingers over the black
A
bars.
secret the Opera has elected to keep from itself.
What does Pseudopod have to do with this?
Obvious. The Opera wanted him to know what sort of spy he'd be working with.
Read the latest entry.
Most recent assignment, Novessa 91 to present. Satellite Facility B.
That's enough
The
of that.
folder shuts itself with a tiny sigh.
Continue.
Whoa. The darkest secrets. You can't just leave them out like this.
Right. So our options are write information security first and burn them. Fuck it, I stand for transparency, leave them. Or what we're going to do, my secrets are mine. Eat them.
It takes all your concentration to chew the pages into a wad of pulp you can actually swallow. Taste woody, bland. The laser printing gives a slight tang. Now you've internalized your secrets. They probably can't do any damage from in there.
Rummage through the desk.
Amidst the crumpled sheets of copy paper and empty takeout containers, you find an open pack of cigarettes. Suprema mark.
Continue. Suprema 100s, cheap super block export.
Smokes. Ease of mind. Cool.
Examine the cigarettes.
There's nothing outwardly noteworthy about this pack of Suprema 100s. It's like any other found in commissaries and corner stores across the People's Republics. Except... secreted neatly
Sensed.
against the inner wall of the pack, just as you were once taught to do yourself, a crisply folded sheet of A7 paper.
It reads,
Bijupwil, Vubsquux, Ongs, Sixfazul, Exquum, Yijizv, Digarak, Ravux, Skilbuch, Jittabubake, What's up?
I don't think that's what that says at all.
Which
And it just keeps going. This is ciphertext. Short, uneven letter chains, likely a Redeza cipher, the most basic kind used by an operant bureau. Designed to be decrypted by a one-time key. It's mate. Somewhere nearby. That's my instincts. Let's take the smokes.
the pack slides nicely into your pocket, as though it always belonged there.
Search the desk again.
There's nothing left in there.
Okay, step back. Okay, there's gotta be something here to pair with it. It told me its mate would be nearby. Those are
A
pants.
pair of men's trousers are hung delicately. If Pseudopod's pants were attempting to flee the scene, they did not make it very far.
Why are they in the bathroom?
One of the many mysteries concerning men's trousers.
Examine the trousers.
Brown, shapeless, they are utterly unremarkable.
Search the pockets.
The front and back pockets are completely empty, except for a few pieces of lint.
Search the pockets again, thoroughly.
You discover a small extra pocket inside the front right pocket.
A pocket disguised as a
You
pocket.
slip 2 fingers inside and come away with a neatly folded sheet of paper.
Nice.
Not normal paper. This is nitrocellulose, made to burn quickly and completely.
A pseudo secret.
The page is notebook-sized and perforated along one edge. It reads, To THA space 7 LES APR space 032 space WIFO space
So that's going to be our
9.
ciphertext, right?
The missing companion to the cipher you discovered in the cigarette packet.
Yes, now we're spying.
We'll be spying harder when you crack this thing.
Let's
As you
crack it.
turn away, a stray thought passes. They may never be worn again.
It's true. It's true. That might be the end of those pants forever. All right, let's do the desk
You
stuff.
return to the desk. Everything is right where you left it.
So we have to exert ourselves. Oh no, we can exert ourselves to do it to highest, but we can't even try if we're too, if our exertion level is too high. Okay, I see. Well, let's apply that one-time key. Success.
Letter by letter, words emerge from the mist. They speak in a voice you haven't heard for a long time.
For Cascade, all will be forgiven. Your blood retreats, stricken cold. For me, for Cascade, all will be forgiven. What does that mean? The meaning is quite clear. It's the transgression that's a mystery. It's most likely not a direct message from Pseudopod, but something he was meant to pass on to you. In that way, he has succeeded. Unless it's some kind of bizarre suicide note. Only your double's advancing bald spot is visible to you over the chair. Are you included in this all, Pseudopod? There's no response, but that doesn't mean no.
The day beyond the window beckons you outward.
There may yet be some forgiveness out there. Halt. More secrets to consume. Very cryptic ones. I devour it. Different kind of paper. Let's examine this cipher again. Alright. Let's leave. I really hope I don't need that one-time cipher again, huh? That would be embarrassing. Alright, we've managed to leave the door in a record time for this kind of game. It only took us half an hour. Oh, what's that? It's a tenant's responsibility to dispose of their own rubbish. Alright, let's go downstairs. Enough, you're already blacklisted. Take your sick little games elsewhere.
Easy, lady. I just want to develop some photographs. I'm not trying to take your innocence.
The woman you met on your way in. She runs a photo shop and maintains your safe house. Man you don't recognize. It's an interesting camera he's carrying. Professional class, no consumer model. Does that poor girl even know what you're up to?
You have a wild imagination. A little photo should not count as a crime. It's not like it's a loaded gun or something.
The mention of loaded guns stands your hairs on end. The woman casts a split-second glance in your direction. Requesting assistance. Not your conflict. No need. What's going on here?
Stark realities that prevent me from pursuing my interests. Also racism, maybe.
He turns to you. Crackle of recognition behind his eyes as they meet yours. Oh, so we can't exert, but we can try. Oh, whoops. Alright. Where do you know him from? Success. That means we have to go back up and look at the guy. Lonesome utility shack high above the city, its door broken on a hinge. White cat. Tracks bloody prints on the dirt. Sadness overwhelming.
What?
Whose cat is that?
The what? Cat? You must be huffing photochemicals with this confused woman. Perhaps you share an alternative lifestyle.
The homosexual underground. Restless eyes, evasive demeanor. This man may not have zeroed out your double, but you're sure such things aren't beyond him.
Very well. Photo 24 can have this round. Thank you for this extreme stress I'll now carry through my day.
Just lower one of your skills, man. That is quite a coat, though. He gives you one more glance as he leaves, garish coat flapping behind him. Well, that was exciting, wasn't it? She watches him go, then looks at you. Size her up first. Despite her flowing garments and artistic scarf around the neck, there's a hardness to this woman's expression. She's evaluating you, just as you are evaluating her. Who is that man? Nobody. A seedy little oddity who likes making fantastical threats. He seemed to know me from somewhere. Probably just his vivacious aura. He's a local specimen. I doubt he ever gets out of Quisach. You've not seen the last of him. The two of you are bound by a hideous orange thread. Before we get into it, I want to get one thing clear. Just because I'm working for Opera does not make me some sort of communist. The Opera Bureau, it should go without saying, is the spy service of the Superbloc, aka the Communists. Your politics are irrelevant to me as long as you do your job. So don't even attempt to seduce me with your post-historical dialectics. Your double already tried his hardest. I'm here strictly for the espionage. Which reminds me, I have some funds to redistribute. A stipend for your assignment. We got 20 sol. She passes you some bills. Cha-ching. While we're on the subject of allocating resources, here's the screwdriver Pseudopod requested. Nice, we got a toolkit. What am I supposed to do with the screwdriver? Fix the damn fax machine, of course. She gestures towards a monstrous white machine behind me. Okay, it's back there somewhere. You could also simply give it to Pseudopod. She was looking forward to watching your double on his hands and knees. Speaking of, where is your double? She deserves to hear it from you. Don't let her find it upstairs. This woman could be a valuable source of information if we can prize it from her. Wait, your controller was clear. She doesn't need to know anything. She doesn't need to know. What happened to Pseudopod? She must know something about your assignment. Ugh. Red check, you can't retry. I see, that's what red means. We can exert, but we already have a 97% chance. We sized her up and she's hot for my double. Oh wait, that's still a success. Okay. No wonder. Because our cold read skill's so high. Gotcha. And we have mods. Basic social engineering. First, take the target into your confidence. Special asset. It's time you learned of our meta task. She looks wary but intrigued. Turn an admirable quality into a vulnerability. Pseudopod is up for the People's Service Medal. The Opera sent me to assess his stagecraft. That's strange. No one said anything to me about a meta task. I want you to tell me about Pseudopod's movements, who we've spoken with, everything about the assignment he shared with you. 3. Exploit. I understand. This is a test to check our information security. I'll have you know Pseudopod's not told me anything. He keeps it intensely tight. She gives you a very satisfied smile. You have shit, in other words. Chicken bones. Disappointing. Pseudopod assured me you were extremely observant. A wince. A knife prick she'll certainly remember. Have you tried the bootleg bazaar? He was down there yesterday. That matches the purchase order found on his body. I'm not familiar. What's that? It's where all the knockoffs and illegal imports make their way into the city. It's only sprung up in the last few years. It's part of the whole mania for all things Luzerne. What was he looking for there? He said he intended to interview some of the vendors. I can't tell you precisely what he was after. There. Your doubles passed the baton to you. Find out what brought him to this bazaar. You'll be one step closer to your assignment. How do I get to the bazaar? You can practically see it from the front door. Due south, ruins of the old factory. West from the roundabout. If by some chance you find yourself in Party Alley, it means you've gone the wrong way. Thank you. I hope you write Pseudopod a glowing report. From what I've seen so far, he certainly deserves it. Was there anything else? Are we alone here? No, it's very secure, just the three of us. Upstairs, your double twitches, electrical reflexes. Married? Divorced. Oh, she's got some voicing. Any gentlemen callers? Raise your eyebrows. Oh, none of that at my age. I'm glad that eyebrow raising is still an important feature of a Zwam game. Younger than your mother, but in your mind, she's an old woman. Children? Nosy customers? How's this special asset liminal class life treating you?
I don't presume to know the inner workings of the opera, but I have to think I could be better utilized.
How do you mean?
Of course, I'm happy with the tasks I've been assigned thus far. Keeping a safe house is a major responsibility, but I have other skills, you know.
Such as?
Chemistry, for one. I have an entire photo lab back here with access to all kinds of toxic chemicals and powders. And yet I doubt anyone would suspect a woman like me of, say, poisoning someone. If the assignment required it.
This is a woman who's planned countless perfect murders in her idle hours.
It's extremely useful to know.
I'm not saying I hope it comes to that, just if it does.
What's wrong with the fax machine exactly?
It's that little amber light. It means out of order, and I haven't been able to get it to green, meaning in order.
Just looking at that thing causes you to take psychic damage. Best stay away.
Got anxiety from that?
Pseudopod assured me this machine was a vital tool of communication, as precious to our work as the magic box we installed on your room phone.
What do you expect me to do?
You've received all sorts of technical training, I presume. I would think getting a little light to turn green should be well within your powers.
What do you know about this? Do you know what this miracle's about? Show her the card.
I certainly don't. It looks rather flirtatious.
My interest in it is purely professional.
Seedy business attracts itself. You might try one of the bars along Party Alley.
Fair enough. And that's some directions. What's your opinion on the assignment? Forgive me, is this still part of the test? Shouldn't you be the one advancing theses and so forth? Just your general impressions. Then.
Granted, this is only my debut, but it seems to me that something's very amiss. No matter what we do, nothing appears to go according to plan. Pseudopod says it's all part of the work, but it gives me a rather unsettled feeling.
Well, you've gotten off to a bad start.
A bit
no
early
denying.
for such a declaration, isn't it? You've only just arrived.
The other thing, I wasn't being entirely open with you earlier about Pseudopod. What do you mean? Something's wrong with him. He's completely non-responsive. You saying he's... I can't say. He was like that when I found him. Oh, God. It takes a beat for your meaning to reach her. Shock, bewilderment, your cue. Behind the acrylic display case, your eye catches on a scene of an amateur pelota squad, smiling against the sun-bleached wall. Memories trapped beneath dull ice. What do we do, operant? First off, when did you last see him? It was yesterday when he returned for the evening. He looked stressed, like he was shouldering a great burden. What sort of burden? Must have been the assignment for sure. You mean he looked depressed? No, not depressed. This isn't getting anywhere. Pseudopod was a very good teacher. He said it would fall on me to see after any operants who are incapacitated in theater. I wondered, did he ever suspect he was talking about himself? Does anyone else have access upstairs? Absolutely not. Nobody's been upstairs except for you and Pseudopod. Strange smell about her. Chemical. Sweet. What kind of chemicals do you have back there anyway? Operant, if you're about to imply that I have committed some heinous act, say nothing. Sure, I may treat myself to a little rag on occasion, but that's strictly therapeutic. I can promise you there's nothing in my photo lab that would cause what you described. I found this in the stereo upstairs. Never seen it before. What's on it? The disc gave me a very ominous feeling. I think it's responsible for what happened. But it's just a disc. How can it be? That's what I've got to figure out. I must say, it doesn't look like a regular disc, like you buy at the shops. It looks more like a bootleg. What do you think happened? I haven't the faintest idea. I'm adrift. Pseudopod struck me as absolute professional, very cautious. She's dying inside. She felt a great deal of affection for your double. Your double's condition is of secondary importance. First order remains figuring out what your assignment was meant to be. I suppose I can move him in the spare room down here. That way, I can keep an eye on him. You need to talk to a doctor. A doctor, right. Dr. Hugo would help. He runs a houseboat clinic in the back ways. Right, I'll leave it to you then. Of course, least I can do. Alright, I'm gonna head to the bazaar. Before you do, I understand this is your first time back in theater for some time. Yes. I just wanted to say welcome back to the opera. Oh, that's very nice of you, ma'am. Let's take care of this fax machine. Okay. Sacrificial altar made of plastic. Inside mechanical parts are assembled in such a way that it looks like it can scream analog messages across huge distances. What could be sacrificed here? Image quality and whatever remains of human patience. Let's remove the panel. Let's try to pacify the machine spirit. We did not. Why am I even considering this? I'm not tech
I
support.
was assured there'd be many urgent communiques coming through this machine.
Alright, let's leave that for now. What's this box? Holiday cards, pre-order. What's this? One of the fuses is held together with a coin. I want that coin. But no, I want to try to rub his head. Or whatever it was.
You return to your double's limp body.
Let's demand the assignment. Now that I understand, red just means I can't retry. Success.
Your double has deserted the track before the starting gun. Will you stand for it?
His silence is becoming politically suspect, fast becoming a crime against the party. Will you stand for it? Will he? Stop holding out on me. Shake him a little. He doesn't say anything.
Pathetic.
Come on, I know it's in there. He rocks gently, giving me nothing. Stand him up. His
The man's breath gargles softly in his throat as you yank him upwards.
He's heavier than he looks. Look, Pseudopod, I'm sorry about this, but I need to know what we're doing here. Look. His deserted eyes slosh in the sockets before settling at 100 miles beyond you. Well, I don't think that actually got us anything. I'm sorry to say. The non-reaction is alarmingly reactionary. Alright, let's leave. Let's check my inventory real quick. What do we have in here? We have the socks, we have the card, we have the Nothing But a Dream, some tools. Oh, little cigarettes to lower our delirium. Nice. Okay. We can't open conditioning, but we can open journal. We've got these quests. Got it. Nice. Conditioning's probably like the thought cabinet. Swimming lessons with Paulo. Beaded curtain bifurcates to her back room. She will not allow us back there, huh?
I'll print.
Okay.
I'll...
Well, that, I think, is the best way to get a taste for one of these games. Is just do that opening building. I just recently did it with Esoteric Ebb as well. Here's my thoughts. They have not lost their touch. This is obviously doing something different than Disco Elysium, but it's keeping a lot of its dark, humorous writing. It's keeping its complicated web of things. I think they've made some interesting changes to their system that are positive. I think that the art style is, I mean, it's the same basically, right? No, I think this is actually really promising. For all the fear that we had that Zwan was never going to make anything great again, and it's very sad what happened with all the drama and all of that. But I think this could have legs. This could do it. And I'm very excited for that. I'm going to be done recording this because I'm not going to play, like, you know, however many hours of this that the demo is. But that's all I'm going to do for now. I will catch you for more demos next time. Bye-bye.